Right, guys, we're back. Still can't sort this bloody camera out, though. Give me a chance to have a read of some of your comments, though. Mystic Lady, well, West Yorkshire Ranging Service, got sound, no cameras, froze. Tell me about it. Yeah, but it's okay. Nice one. Yes, camera is frozen. I'm working on it, guys. I'm working on it. Kyle's been an awkward 14-year-old, as normal 14-year-olds are, because I've disturbed his playing out time. So, where are we? Somebody, come on, ask me a question. Let's get a conversation going. So, let's go back to me getting arrested. So, gets there, finds the reporters. That's why I'm 30 seconds behind Suzanne. Copper jumps on me, wants to arrest me. Can you imagine? I was absolutely fucking seething. Because obviously, you know, it's a complete and utter lie. Customers are aware that they've made it a complete and utter lie. I'm all of a sudden getting cuffed up. Then all of a sudden the cavalry's arriving. Even a hand response joke. There were so many police there, it was unbelievable. Over little old skinny Des. For fixing somebody's car, so it wasn't even something illegal. Without even them questioning my side, they just, I don't know, I found it totally unprofessional. You know, if they'd give me 10 minutes of talking to me and come to my house, I could have provided so much evidence that the customer knew the car was perfect. The reason there were parts in the back of the car, if the customer had been in contact with me, is we were moving from Huddersfield. I hated that shitty workshop. I really hated it. And what can I say? It was like I had to move parts and vehicles to as new premises and what we've got planned for the future, because it's not worked in Huddersfield. Still can't get this fucking camera to work. Anyway, so small claims court offshore. Yes, definitely, guys, definitely. Been there before. You all know that. Still frozen. I know, mate. I know. Christopher, I've seen a Nissan Bravia MP300 Nismo. Seems a bit strange. Ooh, I'd like to see that one. Yeah, that sounds strange to me and all, mate. Because what's going on with Nissan? Fuck me. I don't know if any of you know that I've been in the motor trade for 20 years, and when I was doing my apprenticeship, Nissan were bulletproof, absolutely bulletproof. What a reputation they had, but that's beside the by, and why nearly 6,000 people a day need my help in one way or another. They've just gone boom, boom, boom downhill. But we all know that, and God forbid, let's see what happens in the future. Fingers crossed for Nissan and Nissan owners, especially those that pile big money into new cars. Yeah, because from what I'm hearing at the minute, they're trying to wriggle out every warranty claim possible. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. In terms of going back to being arrested, released without charge, phoned the owners this morning, left a message saying I'll keep it private. I won't go on any YouTube. I won't speak about it any further. Contact me. Let's talk about this like adults. So I left it on both of the mobiles and said, I'll give you half an hour to think about it. I'll call you back. We can keep this totally private. It's just between me and you. So I decided I'd phone the husband, Steve. I'm not supposed to mention names apparently. This guy phoned him back after about an hour, and he didn't respond to the message that I'd left on his mobile, and didn't answer my call again. For what that is or whatever. Right. So, don't know if any of you know, but here in the UK, reporting a crime that is not a crime is actually a crime and a criminal offence. That's one of the first things that they'll tell you if you ring 101. So the first things they'll tell you. If you report a crime that is not a crime, that is a criminal offence. So given the fact that I've spoken to them this morning, not directly, but I'd left a message on both of mobile phones, give them the opportunity to keep it private. I wouldn't press charges. I wouldn't take any further action if they would just talk to me and, you know, deal with it like adults. But they didn't. They ignored me. So that's what's instigated tonight's live stream, guys. Because it's sort of like what I'm learning, and I'm learning from lots of people, is we're human beings. We're not robots. We're not perfect. We do make mistakes. And how do I explain it? You know, but when you do something that's deliberately wrong, it's wrong. And you're going to have to suffer the consequences from that. So I've been left with no other option but to report the person who had me arrested. I've had to report them to the police for what they've done and the knock-on effect that they've done to other people, because I'm always a very, 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 very busy person. And the reason for that is if you phone me on our number, if you phone for help in any way, shape or form, you will always get me personally. Or if it's an emergency and you can't get me at that moment in time, you can ring me on the 03333 number and I'll see a missed call because it goes direct to a mobile. Now that 033 number is not a premium rate number, it's just a normal landline number. But using the latest technology and latest computer technology, I'm an old school mechanic, guys, right? And I've had to learn how to develop fast. Now, trying to develop fast in the UK alone is hard. Never in a million years did I realise my YouTube videos and the things that I do for people and trying to help them repair their own vehicle without even needing to come to me is what's important. But never in a million years did I realise how many people around the world were going through the same problem us guys were going through in the UK. Because one of the major factors with the Nissan engine and a modern diesel engine, which is compliant with fucking EU law, emission laws, and you've got to remember that your manufacturers like Nissan, what I know about, so I can't speak about others, what we know about Nissan is it's always about cost cutting. But there wasn't looking at the fucking demand and what people actually use the vehicles for. So it's sort of like, that's why they've developed such a bad reputation. It's like the chassis thing to me. That were the start of me being depressed with Nissan. That were the start of me. If anyone's known me, I'm a passionate, sparky guy. But what Nissan have done to owners, and then the owners have relayed that to me, and it's sort of like, you know, I wish I'd never seen a Nissan in my life. But on the cuff side of that now, though, is the beauty of the feedback that I'm getting from you guys, the subscribers. It's phenomenal. You guys, you watchers, the subscribers, the commenters, the emailers, people who phone us, you're the ones that's made me keep going. I could have quite easily, at any time, I could do it tomorrow. I could do it quite easily tomorrow. I could say, stuff it. I'm going to go work for Nissan. And I could put my CV forward. I swear by Almighty God, every service manager in the country would employ me. And that's not because I'm big-headed or fat-headed. It's just you can't take away the years of experience that I've got. Yeah, hands up. I made some mistakes along the way, both in business and as a mechanic. I've made some of the easiest fuck-ups as a mechanic. Silly stuff like, I don't know, I can be putting a boost pipe on, phone will ring. So I'll answer the phone call, I'll try and help the customer at that time with whatever advice they need. And then I'll see Nathan working away in the area that I was working. So I presume he's tightened or checked what I were doing. But because we're busy, we're under pressure to give the vehicle back to the customer. Another phone call comes through, so I'll take that. Or an important email will come through. And again, some of the stories, guys, this is why I said that I'm going to start doing these live streams a bit more. Because I'm finding that I'm either on the phones, emails, messages, Facebook, whatever, more than I am actually fixing cars. And that's where we've got to start learning as a family. Because of what we've learned from the past, I've having 11 staff, we've said we'd stay a family business, regardless of what. We'd stay a family-run business. So what we're trying to do at the moment is learn technology and learn how to improve things and help people, but be more productive. Because I'll be honest with you, for the past 2 years, not cribbing you guys, but for the past 2 years, you guys have had us nothing but busy fools. But that's because we love you. But that's because of the love that you give us back. You know, whenever somebody rings up and goes, God, I need your help. This car's cost me this, this, and this. And it's still not fucking running right. It's like going back to the key that was confiscated from me by the police on Thursday. That didn't belong to that car. It belonged to another customer's vehicle. That poor guy, he'll probably share his story with you wherever, somewhere online, because I've been honest with him from start to finish. And like I am, or I try to be, as honest with him, and fuck me, man, it's unbelievable what that guy's gone through, because he needed his fucking truck. Right, I've gone off subject. Camera's still not fucking working. MPO 300 Nismo, I'd like to see that. I'd like to fucking drive it. No. Is the Nevada D4 a reliable van? No. Absolutely not. Why do you fix things for free? Or is that the car's gone out? No, that was a mistake on my behalf. I wasn't fixing it for free. What we're getting at is the customer, or a customer can raise a dispute at the end or at the very end of the job and can lie and manipulate to the police, and they will treat it as a criminal matter to the point that it's proven that it's a non-criminal matter, which was proven in my case. I showed you the paperwork. In fact, I've even got videos of me repairing it. To the point is then the customer has the right. It's their vehicle. You've got to remember, it's their property. So nobody has to deny them the right to that property. So they've demanded it back. So it's become a criminal case, which has been graded down to a civil case. I can't command that back because I'm not a court of law. In the event of me claiming my money back, I must go to a court of law and prove my case. Thankfully, that's piece. There's videos, there's evidence, there's emails. And there's another thing. This lady was sharing stuff on social media about us and the plans that she had in place. And she had no intention of paying. She was looking for each and every way not to pay. But get a car back running in perfect order, which it was. In fact, it even had a ton of parts on the back of it. I test drove it that much. I just sensed there was something funny about her. And going back to when I was saying, you know, we're human, we do make mistakes, you know, we're busy people. When I say we're busy people, I never in a million years did I realise how many people would need us help. Not just in the UK, because of shit fucking dealerships, shit fucking mechanics, and fucking just dirty lying scheming bastards that are in our trade. And that's not just customers, but that's suppliers too. Do you remember he makes parts videos? You want to know why I'm struggling? What 2 years I've had. But what a kick up there. I've been suffering, I won't lie, and I've told a few people this, I've been suffering with depression for a bit. And it's not depression, it's sheer pressure and I've got this passion to be the best, but when you know you're failing at times, it's dragged me down. It really has dragged me down. It's like that workshop, going to that workshop alone, just driving there. I'd get depressed, it'd wind me up. So giving it up, we're like, fucking hallelujah. So, anyway, going back to this particular lady that's made this false allegation and said that I was using their vehicle for personal use. It's sort of like, I drive a vehicle in many reasons, for many reasons, in many ways. The best thing that you can do with a model diesel engines, and you've all seen the DPF videos, no two cars are ever the same in a fucking repair. Because we all have different lifestyles, we all have different drive styles, the fucking weather's different, it's fucking colder in some countries than it is in others, it's fucking hotter in some countries than it is in others. You know, different things happen to a different vehicle in a different country for different reasons. The only thing that I didn't realise that were going to happen, it were all going to be focused towards me. Or we were going to be so popular by doing what we do. But the reason that we've become so popular in doing what we're doing is because as personalities, as heart set, and as mindset, will never change. It never has, never will. And I've said that from day one to today. And although I've had some bloody good highs, we've also had some fucking big lows. I mean, the stuff that I've gone through, what you guys aren't seeing on YouTube, and it's sort of like, nobody will know that to keep this channel going and to keep West Yorkshire Engines going, at one point we lived in a caravan, a 6-berth caravan, me, Suzanne and Kyle. When we first moved to Mount Street, we took 20 cars with us, but we could fit 7 vehicles inside at the time, this was when the chassis thing come out, which really fucked up our workshop, because we were like 20 cars, we were all like, we couldn't touch until they'd been safety inspected. And then we had this massive backlog that built up that were like lined up down streets and streets here, there and everywhere. And at the time we could only fit 2 cars in it. No, 1.5 car in at the time. So then we moved up and then we got conned into fucking business rates. And then the chassis thing, and then not getting paid. So then we had to cut costs again, and that's what made us move to Huddersfield. But yeah, fuck me, I'm glad to be out of Huddersfield. And the beauty of it, and the beauty of you guys, is what I'm looking at all the time is I've tried to be the best mechanic, but I've had to learn a lot along the way. But I've focused on being the best mechanic before I've been the best businessman, and that's why sometimes I make mistakes. But from learning from what I'm learning, and from what you guys have been doing to us and the feedback that you've been giving to us, you're the ones who's helped us keep going. But then when you go through what I've gone through this week, and I've been going through this for years, with online trolls and fucking haters, But then to get picked up by so many of you guys, it's like, thanks. I cannot thank you guys enough. And it's not going to stop. We're going to keep. Because that's it. You've got to remember, guys, a lot of people do not like me doing what I'm doing and sharing with you guys. They don't like, can you imagine how many DPF companies don't like me doing a video on showing you how to do a DPF regen yourselves? My God, how many DPF companies have invested thousands in these decarbonising machines? Will deliver to your door. You know what I mean? It does jack diddly squat to your car. You know what I mean? And it's sort of like, phew. My competitors, my local competitors, main agents, they all hate my videos because I'm happy to share with you guys because I fucking care about you guys. And the reason I care about you guys because the fucking feedback that you've been giving us. And I'm sorry I'm not on camera right now because I wish I were. Because this is honesty. This is from the core, and this is what I've stood from very beginning when I started with nothing. And here I am 12 years later. I've still got nothing. In fact, I've got less now than I did 3 years ago after the fucking 2 years I've been through. But again, his philosophy's never changed. And there's a guy, and I haven't spoke to him for a long time. And he's called Laird, he's from London. And if you ever speak to him directly, not through me, just ask him questions about 2 years ago when he first ever met him. To this day, he'll know that philosophy's never changed. He'll tell you himself. And why I've got a passion for that philosophy is because of, again, you guys are subscribers. Absolutely, you guys are subscribers. And I want to thank you all. Thank you all so much. Because you're brilliant. And because of your brilliance, you keep giving me confidence to say, right, this isn't right, and I'm going to tell you about it. And so, if any of you want to do a YouTube video with me, you're more than welcome anytime. Anybody who wants to do a YouTube video with me, just let me know and I'll do it. I'll do it live with you, not an issue. And that's whether you're a lover or a hater, I'll do a live YouTube video with you and you can ask me anything you want. Absolutely anything you want. Right, fucking camera's still not working. I take it, guys. Somebody tell me if you can. Mr. Andrew Wheel, yes. Well said. We're on it. We are absolutely on it. Absolutely on it. Really are. That's the beauty of part of what we're doing at the minute, Mr. Wheel. The reason for that is I will give you a call on Tuesday, and thank God we've got over the hill. And again, it's back to the YouTube subscribers and the YouTube support. Right, well, that's it for tonight, guys. Big thanks for watching. Big thank you for those of you that got involved. If you need my help and assistance at all, email westshotshireengines@gmail.com. You can get me on 0333344 6979. You can also get me on 01274 029 809. Again, looking forward to improving in the future, and thanks guys, really appreciate your support.